What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans. Please hit that like button, rack those likes up, bring in more hooligans. Let's get the chat filled. We're going to go over the schedule here in a second. We're going to read through all the chats, make sure everything's running smoothly. Press briefing's going on right now. I have no intentions of covering it. I went back and looked at yesterday's press briefing and it was nothing worth watching. I'm pretty much done covering press briefings until we get a new press secretary. I don't think we're going to cover them anymore. It's not worth anything. It's not worth anything. It's more entertaining watching paint dry. It's more entertaining than watching Klaus watching paint dry. So we'll be starting off today, maybe closing my slider if this guy wants to mow the lawn outside any louder. First video of the day, it's a Tucker Carlson video titled "Another One Bites the Dust. Pizza Guy Showed Up to Save the Day." We're always seeing instances where there's crime being committed and everybody just standing around like doing this stupid stuff. Somebody actually intervened and saved the day. So I figure we'll start the day with that. Then we got a video. John Fetterman gives opening statement for subcommittee hearing after returning to Senate. This guy reads like a fourth grader. We're going to check that out. I don't know. I thought it was going to be the clone, but he seems kind of clunky like he was before. So maybe it's the real deal. Let me turn my phone off here so we don't have to hear messages. There we go. Then we have a video titled, "Who's in Charge? Many worry after social media posts promise a second round of Chicago chaos." More fire in the streets in Chicago. Why not? Why not? They're not stopping it. Nothing's happening. Nobody's being held accountable. They should just do it every day. Why not? No one cares. Akron, Ohio was getting a little spicy yesterday. I was unaware. We have two videos on that. One is Jayland Walker protest. Law enforcement in Akron used pepper spray and tear gas to disperse crowd. Pretty much a mob of officers walking down the center of the street, hitting people with bear mace. And we have a second video titled "BLM Protesters Causing Havoc in Akron, Ohio." It almost looks like, what is it called? I can't think of what the city's called. It almost looked like the Kyle situation. Dark streets, parking lots, people standing around chanting stuff. It's looking a little bit like that. It wasn't real spicy, but it's just more footage to see what exactly was happening yesterday. Then we have another video that I had to alter the title on because of community guidelines, but it's titled "Republicans Pass Bill to Ban Third-Party Athletes from Women's and Girls Sports." They passed it. Unbelievable. It's awesome. Then we will be wrapping things up with a short video. The title was messed up. It was inaccurate, so I changed it. Klaus, anybody calm down. I gotta get through the schedule. No, come on, man. But it's MTG calling out this guy for banging a Chinese spy after he was trying to smear her about posting stuff about defunding the FBI. I thought it was humorous, so we'll just go ahead and cover it. It's short. It's only like 49 seconds long. I did find the full video, but most of the time everybody's just sitting there. Like the video is like 20 minutes long. There's only like 4 minutes of actual talking. The other 16 minutes or whatever is everybody sitting around staring at each other making too much money. So that's how it's going. Klaus Daniels, he's gonna get it. I'm gonna read through the chats really quick, make sure everything's running smoothly. And then we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, I didn't even set this stuff up. Hold on a second. What's wrong, YouTube? You just ain't gonna load? You having a stroke? You stroking out? You pulling a Fetterman? What's going on here? Oh, come on. Do the thing. Just do the thing. That's all I'm asking. Just touch it a little. Oh yeah. Happy 420, hooligans. I forgot. It's the holiday. Happy 420. This is good. Hopefully I'll be able to see you guys in a second. Come on, thing. Load. Look at that. We are live. That's what I like to see. I made it. I made my way back to you guys. What's up, Glimmer Freak? What's up, Matthew? What's up, Rasta? What's up, Shanti? What's up, Tom Star? What's up, Michael? What's up, GQ? What's up, No Mandates? Nah, it's not riots yet. We're getting there. What's up, Damon Walker? What's up, Dr. No Name? What's up, Leonardo? What's up, Matt? What's up, Anthony? What's up, St. Louis? What's up, Lottie? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Big Chap? See, you guys knew what day it was. You knew what day it was. It's 420 today. It's 420. What's up, High Plains Drifter? What's up, Loam? What's up, GG? What's up, Elisa? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Pamela? What's up, Lindsay? What's up, PJ? What's up, Robert? Cat Daniels, he's pushing me today. He doesn't like when other people get attention. He's an attention hog. Alright, where? I think they're shadow banning the other channel. I think the JeffMAC Live channel is catching the shadow ban, so I don't have to. The Secret Sauce channel. High Plains Drifter, you found it. You found it. What's up, everyone on JeffMAC Live YouTube channel? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, everyone on Twitch? What's up, Two Ruby Shoes? What's up, Jack? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Soul for Real? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? Thank you so much, Mr. Beansy Beans, for gifting another 5 subscriptions over on Twitch. You're so awesome. Thank you so much. What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Uh-oh, what is this? What's going on, Kick? Are you working? Are you not working? What's going on? We got 2 more followers on Kick while I was playing the game yesterday, and I didn't even read the chat. I need to hook another monitor up so I can keep all the chats on a separate monitor. I got them all crammed down on one screen, and I got to lean, squint my little eyes, try and figure out what everybody's saying. It's all good. We had an awesome time playing the game yesterday. If you guys missed it, it was good stuff. I mean, we spent most of the time me trying to figure out how to navigate the menu and why my character was a girl, but it was still good. We were sitting here laughing. It was good stuff. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? What's up, Cerebrus? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Nefties? I don't know what is in my eyelash. I got an eyelash in my eyelash. I can feel it. I can feel it. What's up, everyone on Rumble? What's up, Rasta? What's up, Joe? What's up, Serum? Big Chap, you're omnipresent. Let's see. What's up, Screaming Eagle? Scrolling down the line here. Serum, my son can help you with Fortnite. He's a pro. Yeah, I watched a couple tutorials yesterday, but I need to watch some more recent stuff because I think the menus have changed since the game came out. I need to figure it out. People showed up and they were like kind of complaining, "Oh man, why are you playing Fortnite? That's a kid's game." And then everybody sat there and watched it and we had a great time. So I don't know what that was all about. It was like we started off with a lot of crying, but then everybody was like, "Yeah, all right, I guess we'll sit here and hang out and watch it a little bit." I got 3rd place, first round, 2nd round, won the whole tournament. Beginner's luck. Don't expect that stuff today. Either way. All right, looks like we're all good. Guy Dub, I'm just here to cry while I'm in a meeting. Yeah, Easy, he's gone. Easy's gone. I banned him at the end. I let him sit for the whole live, but then we got done. We wrapped the live up. Everybody pretty much was making their way out, and he was sitting here like bing, 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 just spamming my chat. And I was like, look, nobody cares how hard you cry. Nobody cares how soft you are. We don't care about all your labels and tags and titles. You're not getting special treatment from us. We're just a group of hooligans here, okay? You don't belong in the family, so I booted him out. It is what it is. It is what it is. If you guys are on the JeffMAC Live YouTube, or not YouTube channel, if you're on the JeffMAC Live website, I made a gaming chat and I put my gamer tag in there so you guys can go friend me up and we'll play the game together and stuff. I'm gonna have to screen a few players. We're gonna have to play some games together and see how things go, and then we'll be able to play on the live because I gotta worry about what everybody's gonna say. It's risky business. It's risky business, but we'll get there. If you guys remind me, I'll post my gamer tag on Guilded too, so everybody on Guilded can join up. Big chap. I'm somewhat of a Fortnite guru myself. I'll jump on and play duos sometime. Sounds good. I don't know how to play anything. I was just playing Battle Royale. I was making those little 12-year-old, 13-year-olds cry. It's hardcore. I don't care. I don't care. A win's a win. All day. All day. I don't care. I don't care if you're 10 years old, Timmy. Okay? I don't care. The win's the win. That's all I care about. I showed up on Fortnite and I conquered. Everybody's seen it. Okay? A victory is a victory. All right, let's go ahead and get this started. Make sure my date's right. It's the 4 of 20. We're going to be starting off with this video titled, Another One Bites the Dust. Let's see.
Tyler Morrell is a pizza delivery man for Coco's Pizza in Aston in Pennsylvania. He was making a delivery recently when he noticed a high-speed chase unfolding right behind him. That's when he stepped in to help officers make an arrest. Watch.
Oh, that's a high-speed chase.
Yeah.
That's a high-speed chase.
Yeah, you better not hit my car, dude.
No.
I'm trying to quick stop. Oh, yeah. You don't get prostitute.
Holy smokes, Tyler Morrell, our employee of the month, joins us tonight. Tyler, thanks so much for coming on. As a former pizza delivery guy myself, I never was called upon to do anything like that. I don't think I ever could have responded as quickly as you did. How did you, were you a former soccer player? Like, what was going through your head? How did you do that so fast?
No, so I was a former lacrosse goalie, which I am attributing that quick thinking to my quick reflexes in the cage. So
I'm so impressed. I'm sorry, I skipped ahead. What was going on behind you? Do you have any idea?
So right when I got to the door, I could hear the sound of sirens, and then right after that, you hear the loud screech. You hear the car hit the curb, almost flip over into a house. And at that moment, I knew I was in the middle of something.
Did you ever find out what exactly it was?
Well, they stole that car.
Oh.
So it was, they stole the car. There was a couple other charges that were listed there as well.
Well, now, what was so striking and so cool, and the reason we were so happy to make you Employee of the Month, is that you see these videos all the time, and a crime will occur, and there'll be some guy doing his job, delivering pizza, and 99% of the time, the guy says to himself, you can almost see it, I'm not getting involved. Like, this got nothing to do with me. But you did not say that. Why?
It just felt natural to me. I just was raised to do the right thing, and that felt like the right thing. I didn't want anything to happen. I didn't want any sort of incident to happen. I didn't want, just with the things that go on in this country, I just didn't want anybody to be hurt in this situation. I think I may have been the most hurt in this situation, but I was happy to take the injury for helping out the Brookhaven Police Department.
What was your injury?
So I have a very bad bone bruise on my leg because of that. I did not intend to catch him in the middle of my leg. I caught him I tried to catch his foot just to make him trip a little bit, and so the Brookhaven Police Department could wrangle him up.
I got to ask, so this guy, you don't know exactly what's going on, but you know something serious has happened, a felony, and this guy's running right towards you. And when you have to decide whether to trip or not, did you ever think, like, what if I don't trip him and he comes and shoots me? Were you worried at all?
Yeah, so my biggest concern, I saw him reaching. You could see him reaching when he was passing that one car, and it looked like he was trying to throw drugs out of his pocket, so the pocket didn't seem big enough to have a gun, so I kind of knew, even at that point, I would have just tackled him. I mean, I would have gone for it.
You're the best. Last obvious question. Did you deliver the pies in the end?
Yeah, pies were delivered unscathed and eaten on video.
Ridiculous. Man, if I lived, I'd order 3 of them tonight. Sausage and pineapple.
I would love to deliver them to you.
Bless you for coming on and for what you did. Tyler Morrell, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, look at that. Somebody being a stand-up citizen. Seeing someone say, Ninja Pizza Guy. Getting it. I used to deliver pizza 6 years, I think I did it. I never apprehended a criminal. I did fight some dogs. Hit one with my car door once. That's for another day. That's for another day. It's good stuff though. Like I said, we see it all the time. People witnessing crime and then just stand there with their phones out or just standing there doing nothing. This guy went shin to shin, let the bad guy have it. He was even saying if the guy was reaching for a gun, he was like, I don't care, I was on it. Willing to save the day. He's like Indiana Jones. Good stuff. Let's see. Everybody's telling me how good they are or their kids are at Fortnite. You guys are gonna send them after me. I'm gonna get whooped today on the game. I can already tell. Leonardo Pizza Ninja. Yeah, absolutely. Loam, that feller ate shit. He did. He's probably so mad. I don't know if he thought he was gonna get away or what. Probably did not expect the pizza guy to take him out. Never saw that coming. Never seen that coming. No mandates. All the 10-year-olds string 15 cuss words together just to sound cool. I had the chat turned off. I have all the chats turned off. I don't want to be playing the game and then have somebody say something over the mic and then bloop, my channel's gone. Yeah. Yeah. Pamela, he saved the pizza too. You'd be surprised how much that matters to pizza places. When I used to work at a pizza place, I don't want to say any names, but when I used to work at a pizza place, I was delivering pizzas to a wedding. So I had like 3 or 4 bags of pizza, like 20 pizzas or something like that, like hundreds of dollars in pizza. I'm cruising along in my little Subaru. I used to have a Subaru Impreza L. It was like a 93, back before Subarus had 4-wheel drive. It was just front-wheel drive. Cruising along. I was like 5 minutes away from the destination at a hotel. Smoked a deer. Came up over a hill and he was right at the top of the hill. Jumped right into front of my car. Smashed the hood, smashed the headlights, blew out the radiator, all that good stuff. Car came to a sliding halt on the oncoming side of the road, which was dangerous because I'm at the top of a hill. People could have came over the hill and wiped me out, hit me on the driver door. So I had to limp the car off to the side of the road. Called the pizza place. Hey, just smoked a deer. My car is messed up. I can't deliver the pizza. They're like, well, is the pizza okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Pizza's fine too. Thanks. And they're like, are you sure? You need to go through and check all the pizzas. I was like, I'm waiting for a state cop to show up. I'm not worried about the pizza. So they sent another driver to get the pizza from me to finish the delivery. The people at the wedding complained, so then they had to remake all the pizzas, re-deliver it. The boss is trying to make me pay for all of it as if I wanted to hit the deer. And then they told me I had a week to get my car fixed or else I was fired because a driver without a vehicle has no use. So, glad it went better for that guy than it did for me. I don't have cool stories like apprehending a criminal in the middle of a Grand Theft Auto. That is something. Ipso, weaponized pizza. Those assault pizzas. They'll be after those next. PJ, are you going to show the White House press conference? I am not. I actually started off talking about that. The press briefing is on. Not covering it. It's not worth showing. It's not worth showing. With Jen Psaki, it was at least worth making fun of. When they would call on Peter, it was worth listening. When they would call on Simon, it was worth listening. Now they don't do any of that. We got KJP. She shows up. She says, she brings Kirby out to do all the talking. Kirby talks about stuff overseas that none of us can prove is even real or happening or even matters to any of us. And then she shows up. She takes 2 questions from people in the front, 2 questions from people in the back. All the questions are all staged and read through and all that stuff. They have pre-wrote answers. They say whatever, and then they run away. They never say anything. So we spend an hour where I'm sitting here in silence. We're watching them say nothing, and then we all go home. It's I'm over it. I'm over it. Until we get a new press sec, I don't think we're going to cover the press briefing anymore. It's just not worth it. We don't even cover Old Man Walter anymore. It's just not worth it. But we got protests and stuff coming up, so that's all right. We're going through a transition. You know, people like that. So, Real Deal Prime, I'm getting pizza tonight. All meat. That sounds a little suspicious, but there ain't nothing wrong with those meat eaters, I guess. I gotta get all specialty pizza because I can't handle pizza sauce. I'm not able to. Wrecks me. I can eat Diablo packets, no problem. I have a piece of pizza with actual tomato sauce on it. I'm in the bathroom throwing up blood for 3 days. I don't know. It's not good. High Plains Drifter, MAGA red pizza shirt. That's what it was. They're gonna say that pizza guy, he's a Orange Eagle supporter. He went to apprehend that poor victim who was just simply in need of a vehicle and could not afford one because of systematic racism. He had to borrow one from his neighbor, and the pizza guy, who's a white supreme pizza man, interfered with that poor American's happiness. That's how it's going to go on CNN. You go ahead and look for it. You look for it. That's exactly how it's going to go. What's up, Bloopy? Happy Freedom. What's up, Adrian? That was so cool. I know, it's good to see people actually care about what's going on after so much time watching people just stand around and let chaos happen. It's hard stuff. Let's see. Did they say that was the yeast you could do? What? Mic drop? I don't know. I didn't hear that. Tom Star, you see weird stuff delivering pizza. There was so many times I would deliver pizza and there'd be girls with like no pants on or like just in their bra and stuff like that. And they're like, will you pay for my pizza? No. You owe me $30. I don't care how naked you are. I'm at work. What do you think you're doing? You're not getting free pizza. You get out of here. But it was cool delivering to drunk people most of the time. They're just like, hey, how much I owe you? I'm like, it's $36. They're like, well, here's a hundo. I'm like, I don't have change for that. They're like, no, it's for you. It's okay. Like, good. I'll be happy to take that. Plus, we didn't have to share tips. Some places have to do that, and then it makes everything suck. It's like, man, I got $100, but now I got to share it with 6 other people. It doesn't matter now. What's up, Sam? Happy Freedom. Jason. Yep. Exactly. In the Subaru Lesbo wagon. Happy Freedom. Heaven Mag. Appreciate you being here. Jason, did you eat the deer? I would have. The officer asked me if I wanted the deer, and I told him no, because when the deer was standing up, you could hear his bones breaking in his legs, so he'd like stand up, and then his legs would collapse, and then you were seeing joints that it didn't have until it hit the car. And after watching the deer do the hokey pokey for like 25 minutes, and then I kicked it twice because I was upset. I wasn't always as calm as I am right now, but no, I didn't want to eat the deer. I didn't want to eat the deer. I think the officer came back and got it. He said he was going to. I was out of there by the time they got me all checked out. A lot of people told me not to call the police. They were like, don't call the police, just go. And I'm like, you have to report an accident. They're like, no. And I don't think it made my premium go up, but it didn't solve any issues. I got PLPD or whatever the lowest insurance is, so it wasn't covered. I had to order parts from across the country. I drove the Subaru up here from Florida, so there was no parts for it up here, and it was a 93. It's good stuff. Leonardo, legalize assault pizzas. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't even pull the article. I should have. Michigan, I think today, passed red flag laws and universal backgrounds. We're as blue as Chicago right now. It's going to Whitmer's office. I don't know if she signed it yet or not, but pretty much I own all the guns I'm gonna ever own, I guess. I totally forgot until I seen the assault pizzas. Now I know. So that's a thing, and that sucks. People are gonna be pointing fingers at each other, getting people's gun rights taken away. You watch. There's a lot of soft people in the bigger cities here in Michigan. You don't see protests though. Not very often. If you do, they die out real quick. Heaven Mag, heading over to a wedding for 420. That's the whole theme. I bet that's going to be awesome. I bet that's going to be so awesome. Yeah, WMM wants me to run them out to the dispensary. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that today. I don't have any money for that stuff. I don't have any money for party favors today. We'll see how it goes. Be nice to get out of the house. I haven't been outside of this house in like 3 days except for running to the gas station yesterday. Get 44-ounce coffee for gaming. I don't know, I didn't get all whacked out. I drink those monsters and they make me crazy, and I need to stay away from that stuff. Big guy, too much sugar in pizza sauce, the tomato paste. Yeah, that's probably what messes me up. It's probably not even the tomatoes, it's probably all the sugar. And if I eat like high gluten dough or whatever, that stuff messes me up too. Let's see. Lone Wolf, she would probably welcome a spider if she had it in her wig. Her wig is looking dusty. It's looking dusty. She needs to do something with her hair. She needs to put grease in it, because I think that's why it looks all dry, like hay, like it's about to just break off right there. She needs to put some sort of moisturizer in it or something, because she just looking like a scarecrow standing there. It's hard stuff. NS, I don't even know how pizza without pizza sauce is even pizza. Say that 3 times real fast. NS, I mean, a lot of times I'll order breakfast pizza with no sauce. So then you get cheese and bacon and sausage and no sauce. So then when you eat it the next day, your toppings aren't like sliding off the pizza off that cold sauce. I don't have none of those problems. Sometimes I'll get like bacon chicken ranch, get ranch for sauce instead of pizza sauce. I just can't have that red sauce. Beats me up. Beats me up. Proud ankle. More high maintenance than Boston Terrier. Yeah, I know. You guys killed me over the yeast thing. I don't know. I must have missed that. Robert, I like sriracha sauce on my pizza. When I used to work at the pizza place, we used to make that fairly often. I can't. Sriracha sauce kills me. I don't know why. It's so weird. I can have Diablo. I don't think Diablo's hot. I think it's smoky. No big deal. I eat anything else. I even eat a tomato. Just boom, death. Just dying. Just kicking the bucket. It's hardcore. Firmus, Jeff eats it dry. That's what I told her. What's up, Pencil Lead? You guys crack me up with your names. Big guy. Pizza prostitutes are a thing. Yeah, they kind of are. I don't know. I can't believe the audacity to try and have your pizza paid for with your looks. I'm just not pretty enough to even think I could do that. Just to be like, hey, want to pay for my $40 pizza because I'm pretty? No, I don't. I really don't. I shall not be swayed by looks. I don't know. I'm just not impressed with that stuff. Just really not. Annette, you're still not feeling well. Well, I hope you start feeling better soon. Appreciate you watching. Matthew, poor Mr. Deer. No, it was not poor Mr. Deer. He could have just stood there and let me drive past him. He dove into my car. He got everything he deserved. He wanted that. And I accommodated him against my will. That's what happened. That is what happened. Poor Mr. Deer. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Guy Dub, you're hilarious. I can't say this stuff out loud, but you're right on the money there. Matthew, Subarus are good cars. They are. I mean, I like my Subaru, but I like all the stigma that comes with it. Like people riding me. Like I'm out here driving, you see big old trucks and stuff just riding on me. I'm going 5 over the speed limit, but they gotta ride me because they think I'm some tree hugging, kombucha drinking, sandal wearing muff eater. And I am, but they don't realize that there's a 9mm sitting on the seat and I got another one strapped to my rib cage, and I'm not goofing around here. You need to chill out, Mr. Truck. Sitting here with your 16-inch lift kit. Got your cousin butt naked in the passenger seat riding me. Hate that. But it's funny though. It's funny though. Coming out, people are like, hey, what's up? I ain't seen you in a while. I'm like walking my car. They're like, that's your car? Sure is. Sure is. I want everybody knows I'm a hardcore muff diver. That's why I'm in the Subaru. It's all good. It's all good. What's up, Bird Maine? No smoky for me. Can't smoke in this house. This is federal property. And I'm in a school zone. You do 20 years in prison if you bring marijuana on this property, even though I'm in a legal state. Because that's the way the law works here in Michigan. If they could put us all in jail, they would. They would. Here in Michigan, oh man. If they could just put everybody in jail, they would. Because that's like the highest ranking business. Like where I live, the most paid business is the courthouse. The courthouse and the jail. They make more money than anywhere else. Because they put people in jail for no reason. That's how they make money. Because there ain't nothing to do in these small towns. And that's what kills me. You go to Chicago, big town, big crime. Nobody goes to jail. You go to these small towns, everybody's been to jail at least once. It's just, I don't know. It's just the way it goes. Proud ankle, just come down to Ohio, get some pew-pews. Can you do that? I've never tried to buy a firearm out of state. I don't know the legality of that stuff. sure, it's probably fine. I've heard of people going to gun shows or whatever, gun fairs, flea markets, whatever, and doing that stuff out of state, but I just don't know the legality of all that stuff. Robert, I made it to my house twice after hitting a deer. Both times car was totaled. Yeah, I've hit a deer 3 times, and the first one was the worst. The rest of them were like very minor damage. Lone Wolf, springtime in Michigan. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. It did just snow like 2 days ago, but we're getting there. I'm sitting here sweating to death, and I don't know if it's hot outside or if I'm still sick. Chosen One, fitting that Urban Carry was commercial sponsor when I clicked on here. That's interesting. That's interesting. I have an Urban Carry. I have a lot of different holsters. For a while I was carrying a full-size XDM. That's a pain. That's a pain to carry, and it's heavy because it's got 20 rounds in it or whatever. But I've been carrying that Hellcat, and you can just put that right in your pocket. That Hellcat's, it's all right. I got the 13 rounder in it. I think it goes down to 9 or 11 is the smallest mag or something, but I got the 13 rounder in it. Dharma Agent, white pizza's the best pizza. Is there a joke there somewhere? Is there a joke there somewhere? GG, pizza sauce is gross. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had it. Like spaghetti. I haven't had spaghetti since I was 23, so 11 years. I haven't had spaghetti in 11 years. It's just how it goes. Let's see. Not proud of. I'm not allergic to the box. Not at all. Not at all. Dharma Agent, try alkaline water. I don't know if I've ever had that. I've heard of it, but I've never had it. Edward, if a chick farts in your direction, you get heartburn. You have no idea. It's like I'm throwing up lava. I got a sensitive tummy. I don't know why. Klaus Daniels, you need to chill out. You're trying to burn the house down. You guys hear that? He's rioting. He's like, it's spicy season. Glimmer of Freak, pizza prostitution. Who knew? I had no idea. I'm telling you, join up. Join up to your local pizza place. You'll see a pizza too. Chosen One. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that. I just don't know. And it's not pretty enough for pizza. Yeah, gets a PS5. Get out of here, Jeff. I didn't get a PS5 for being pretty. It wasn't because I was pretty. I don't think that was why. It's because I'm here every day. That's why, okay? Don't get it confused. It's because I work hard. It's not because I'm pretty. I'm not pretty enough to get a pizza. You crack me up. I haven't hooked up the PS5 yet. I just keep looking at it and grinning like, I can't believe it's here. I can't believe it. I told everybody. People are like, no. I'm like, yeah, I'm sending pictures out. Look at this. Tom Sparks sent me a PS5. They're like, you suck. I'm like, that's what I like to hear. What's up, a week in one? Matthew, Subis have boxer engines. Yeah. I don't know what the new ones have, but like mine has a boxer engine. Adrian, since they can't put us all in jail, they're building jail up around us. Yeah. Yeah, like in Muskegon, there's like 2 or 3 prisons unless they joined them together. That's like all the Heights are. It's like, just welcome to prison Muskegon. There you go, NS. That's a thing. You just mail it to the P.O. box. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Let's see. Reading through the chat. I don't know why I'm seeing angry faces. What did I say? What did I say? Guy Dub, you can't buy pew-pews across state lines. Nah, I was thinking that. Yeah, I don't know why they wanted to pass those gun laws. Gun laws do not stop criminals because criminals don't follow laws, and I can't believe they just did that here. I mean, I can believe it, but I'm just deep and sad. Deep saddening is going on inside my body, knowing that I am in a dangerous area because they just made it more difficult for good guys to get guns. Proud Uncle, you got a Hellcat? I like my Hellcat. Guy W, you can get a 15 for the Hellcat. Oh, dang, I might have to go get that. I'm trying to think what I was comparing it to. I think it was a Ruger Pro Max or something like that, or no. I think it was a Smith & Wesson Pro Max. It's one or the other. But when I grabbed that Hellcat, it just fell right in my hand. Oh, I got it. Leonardo, have you tried the belly holster? A boomer recommended it to me. I was skeptical until I got one. I have all kinds of stuff. I have the Urban Carry thing that like is the big leather pouch you shove inside the inside of your jeans. It's got the magnetic flap you like pull up. Got that thing. I got whatever the plastic holsters are called. I got one of those. I got a belly band. I have like a under the arm holster. I got like one of everything. I even got like the cheap little pouch ones with the little metal clip on the side. Go for like what is this? 5 o'clock carry or whatever. I try all this stuff. A lot of it depends on what season it is. Like if it's wintertime and I got hoodies and all this stuff, my belly band has 2 holsters. So no matter what arm is free, I can grab something. But in the summertime, I can't do that stuff because a lot of times I'm wearing like tank tops and stuff, so I can't. There's no concealing anything up here. That's what I got the Urban Carry for. If I'm wearing like baggy shorts and stuff, I can use the Urban Carry. Because a lot of people are frail around here too. So you're like leaning forward and you're printing on the back. People will just call the police on you. And then the police show up and they're like hopping the curb and 6 officers got you at gunpoint and you're just trying to eat your sandwich. It's dumb. It's dumb. Shanti, anyone find any mushrooms yet? Not that I've heard. That is a big thing where I'm at, and I haven't heard anybody going out there finding mushrooms. Not yet. Well, I mean, we just had snow 2 days ago, but it'll be soon. What's up, Damon Janet? Happy freedom. Let's see. Henry, you got a Taurus GX4? Tauruses are pretty good. Big guy. Leftists are invested in ignoring facts. You're right. You're right. You are right. Edward, when's Donna Sparks moving in? I don't think she would like it here in Michigan. Michigan's turning into a crap hole. I'm just disappointed with that gun law stuff. Shanti, you mushroom hunt? I don't. I have, but I don't, because I don't even like mushrooms. It's like hunting. I like hunting, but I don't actually like to shoot something that didn't do anything wrong to me. And I don't eat venison. I don't like the way it tastes. I used to try and eat it, but then once I smoke my own deer, and then you smell what deer piss smells like, and then you eat venison and you realize that's the gamey flavor. The gamey flavor is what their pee is like. And so then, like, I think all the time, if I gotta eat Klaus Daniels, it's gonna taste like cat pee. Like, that's the reality of the situation. So when I figured that out, ever since then, I haven't been able to eat venison because it just tastes like deer pee. And I can't get over that. And so because I don't eat the meat and I don't want to shoot something that didn't do anything wrong to me, I don't go hunting. And so it's the same thing with mushrooms. It's fun to go look for mushrooms, but what do I do if I find them? I'm not going to eat them. I could sell them, I guess, but then I got to make time to do all that. Then people are going to try and, mess with me on the price. I don't know. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll take you guys with me. We'll go live. You can help me find mushrooms, and then we'll sell them to people, make $1 million, $1 million doll hairs. That's my retirement plan, because there's not going to be I almost said social media, there's not going to be Social Security by the time I'm 62. My retirement plan is to hit $1 million bucks, $1 million doll hairs. Proud Ankle, switch to the P365X, just feels a little better, but I do like the Hellcat. Is it thinner? Is it a Walther or whatever? Big guy, regular P365 with an extended mag is better. See, you guys make me want to go look, and I don't even know why. I can't. I mean, I could go buy one, but now with the stupid gun laws, I don't even want to deal with it. What's up, Ink Scars? Happy freedom. I appreciate you being here. Matthew, I can't carry anything. Leave it to others who know what they're doing. It's kind of nerve-wracking. A little bit. It depends where you are. You should never carry anywhere where you think you should need one. Don't go to places where you think you're going to need a gun. That's the first thing. The other thing is it's a shield. Think of it as a shield. Think of it defensively, not offensively. So if there is a situation, unless you got to protect yourself or someone else, don't even consider it. Don't even consider it, because it's way better to be a witness than to be a part of the crime. So if somebody's doing something bad, call 911. Hopefully, hope for the best. But if the, lethal threat is there and the police are not, shield time. That's how I think of it. I worry more about printing and having some sissy call on me and then having the police smoke me because, well, I'm a hooligan. And then put me on the news and say bad things about me. Who knows? Thank you so much, Bill, for that $10 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. Sam, someone did not prep your deer meat correctly if it tasted like that. I've had deer meat from so many people. I've had it in burger. I've had it in like steak chunks. The only kind of way I can eat a deer is if it's jerky. That's the only way. Otherwise, it's just deer pee. I don't know. Can't mess with it. That's the only thing keeping Klaus safe. If I get real hungry, I gotta really consider that. I don't want to, Klaus Daniels, he's gonna taste like cat pee and shame. He's just better off as a cat than a burger, I guess. What's up, Dr. No Name? Happy 420. Proud ankle. A little longer grip. Yeah, that's why I got the 13 rounder on the Hellcat, because I don't like that your pinky hangs off. You don't have any stability when it pops. I don't like that. Kung Fu, you let them hit you first. I don't want to be shot first. I don't want to be shot and then have to shoot back. I mean, you're gonna win. You're gonna win in court if that happens, but maybe shot at. Thank you so much, Music Maker, for continuing the membership program for 20 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, we made it to the bottom of the chat. That means it's time to show another video. That's how we do it. Oh, let's see. What's up, Ramden? Yeah, if you throw me a follow, I'll follow you back. What's up, Craig Swaffin? All kinds of people chatting over here on Odyssey. Sure, crazy. How am I supposed to bring you a poutine when weed is an essential ingredient? I just got to meet you off the property. That's all I got to do. Just got to walk to the end of the parking lot. Good to go. Good to go. Sure, crazy. Did you just enter Gilded under a new account? Because if not, somebody is trying to duplicate you. And I need to know sooner than later. Because I passed their application right before I went live. But if it's not you, I'm going to throw that band hammer like Thor. Screaming Eagle. Can't eat it either. Too gamey. I don't know. I would if everything kicked the bucket and we didn't have grocery stores, I'd get over it. Same thing with fish. I don't like eating fish, but I know how to fish. I don't fish because my grandpa's dead and he was all big into fishing and he wanted me to fish with him, and I always had better things to do than to go fishing with grandpa. And now he's dead and I wish I could go fishing with him and I can't. So now I just don't go fishing. I just won't fish. I don't fish with my friends. I haven't fished since I was like 11 years old. I just won't do it. But if things went left, I'd be out there fishing. Getting it figured out. I'm gonna have to watch a tutorial on how to clean them though. I didn't pay enough attention. I end up eating the wrong part of the fish. I don't eat anything that swims unless she's pretty. Let's see. Shilling. I have a 15 rounder and the Hellcat supports the entire palm. I'm gonna have to get the 15 rounder. Because I think mine came with 3 different magazines, but I don't think it came with the 15 rounder. It might have came out before the model I have. Alright, so let's see what we have next. This next video is titled, John Fetterman gives opening statement for subcommittee hearing after returning to Senate. I can't believe this guy's in office. Can't believe it at all. Let's see this button. All right, let's get her started.
I call to this hearing of the U.S. Senate Subcommittee on Food and Nutrition, Specialty Crops, Organics, and Research to order. Chairwoman Stabenow.
Good morning or afternoon.
And Ranking Member Boozman, thank you so much for coming. I thank you for your leadership on this committee, and I look forward to working with you to pass a farm bill. A farm bill that works for small farmers, rural communities, and hungry Americans.
I barely read better than this guy.
Thank my ranking member, Senator Braun. And I look forward to working closely with you. SNAP is one of the most effective programs to fight hunger and poverty in the country. In my time and effort in IFAS, as the mayor of Braddock to lieutenant governor to now, I have heard from Pennsylvanians about their support for SNAP. Hunger is not a Republican or a Democrat issue. It's all of our issue that we have to take it on. We need to come together and stop playing political games with Americans' access to food. Americans like about Corey George from the the town of Northeast in Pennsylvania. He tells me that his victim was skimming, which was when somebody stole money and he relied from its SNAP EBT. Mr. Jor is not the first Pennsylvanian I've heard this from. I fear he won't be the last. And I will work in this farm bill to modernize SNAP to work to recipients in the 21st century. I look forward to hearing from you, your witness on this nutrition assistance on the farm bill, and I will now turn to Senator Braun for any opening comments that he would like to make.
Terrible. Terrible. It's like a South Park episode. Thank you, Mr. Person, for being here. I'm happy to have you. Is that what the paper said? Because you don't personally sound happy that these people are here. Just that's what the paper says. Like, what are people in office for? It seems like it really doesn't matter. Like, it's all for show. This guy is like proof that it doesn't matter. You might as well be at a job where all you do is press buttons. You don't even really serve a purpose here. Kills me. I thought he was gonna be cloned up. I thought he was gonna come out speaking all straight and looking like just a regular politician, speaking sly and being fork-tongued, but nope, he's still Humpty Dumpty, Uncle Fester. I don't know. I think they got high hopes for him being swayed and influenced and manipulated. I think that's why they're letting him be him. Because if he was going against the grain, they would just replace him. They would have held a special election. They would have gotten that stuff taken care of, but they did not. They did not. They let him take, 2 months off or something after he committed himself, institutionalized himself, and then they let him come back. So, I don't know. I think they got high hopes for him doing what he's told. Guy Dub 15 the Hellcat will fix your pinky issues. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna see how much it costs to order one of those mags. Can I order one of those magazines without doing a background check? Stupid gun laws. I can't believe they passed that. I'm just so bent out of shape about it. I hate it. Stupid Michigan laws. J-Dub, you're pretty good at video games compared to these game streamers who think they are, but they're really not. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't. That's why I make the titles the way they are. I don't want people thinking I'm like Doc. I'm out here just from across the map. I ain't good like that. I just try to make it fun. I just want stuff to be fun. I just want to have fun and hang out. So I appreciate that, though. I told you guys yesterday, if we get more people watching the game than we do watching the news, I'll actually start trying to be good. But at this point, it's just to have fun. Just reasons to hang out. What's up, Matthew? Happy 420. Parabellum, you should check out that new HK57. I love those 5.7s. I go to anytime I'm near Dunham's, I go in Dunham's and I pick up that Ruger 5.7 and hold it and just admire it and know that even if I can afford it, I will never be able to find or afford the ammo. I've been looking for like 2 years to find 5.7 by 28 ammo, and I can't find it anywhere. And if you try and order it online, you got to buy it by a $500 bundle, which is like 12 bullets because they're so expensive. And I love those 5.7s. I think they're awesome, but you can't find ammo. What good is, a gun with no ammo? It's pretty much a pretty expensive paperweight at that point. But I'll have to check out the HK version. I know there's the F&N version or FN or whatever it is. I think that's the original one. And then Ruger came out with one, and I have a Ruger 1022, and that thing's been reliable for a little 22. And so I'd like to get the Ruger one of the 5.7, but I can't find ammo for it. So until I can, I gotta just admire it. Admire how pretty it is. Let's see. And as gamey is code for gross. I agree with that. I agree with that. Let's see. My chat just reset. Now I gotta scroll all up to where I was. You guys are cracking me up. Kung Fu, you prefer fish over beef. Fish is good for you. I just don't like the way it tastes. And I don't know how to cook it to make it taste right. I mean, I guess I could throw it in a deep fryer after breading it and letting it sit there till it floats. But I worry about grease fires. We kind of had a grease fire here when I first moved in here. I was dating this Canadian girl, and she came all the way here from Canada to hang out with me and stuff. About burned the house down like the first time she was here. We were sitting there, I don't know what we were doing, we were deep frying something. I had a Fry Daddy out. I'm sitting here watching the TV, looking at the wall behind me before it was a green screen. This is way before I was live streaming. And all of a sudden I see an orange flickering on the wall. I was like, what is that? Turn around, Fry Daddy's on fire. She went to throw water in it, about burned the whole house down. It slapped the water out of her hand, grabbed the Fry Daddy, put it in the sink so it wasn't just sitting on the stove. Filled it full of salt. Burnt the floor, burnt the walls, burnt the stove, burnt the counter. It's like, yo, you can't cook here no more, okay? You can't do that anymore. You're gonna kill us all. We're trying to deep fry stuff. Melissa, when you have grandkids, take them fishing. Yeah, that's a good idea. That is definitely a good idea. High Plains Drifter, Fetterman smash. See, it's funny because Serum says smash over on Rumble, but he's not saying it the same way. I bet he's not saying smash when it comes to Fetterman. You crack me up. It's good stuff. Find it, fix it. You think it's a body double? Know what it seems. He sounds drunk. I don't know. I think it's the real Fetterman. I didn't think it was gonna be, but he's pretty Humpty Dumpty over there. Let's see. Lone Wolf, bacon grease is best for cooking venison in. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I never even thought about that. You might be changing my mind about that. Next time somebody offers me venison, I'm going to tell them, hey, if you cook it in bacon grease, I'll try it. I'll try it. Tornado. I don't think I can say that person's name. I'm pretty sure it's against community guidelines. I forgot that was a thing. I forgot. Triggered, probably strung out on scripts. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. He probably is. He's probably all pilled up. Why are you guys typing? What is the farter stuff? What is that? Did he say something like that? I watched the video twice, so now it's just like incoherent mumbling in my head when I think of what that video was saying. No mandates. Driving back to Chattanooga from Birmingham. A lot of cops out on the road for old 420. Everyone watch out. Thanks for the update. No mandates. Stay safe out there. Haven't been to Chattanooga in a long time. When I used to travel with my grandpa, we'd always go through there, going back and forth between Florida and Michigan. Girth Brooks. Crack me up. Swedish House Boss. He sounds like a younger Biden. He does sound a lot like old man Walter. Tara, I don't know who you're referencing. Dave, read word for word. The dog was red. I know. He. I shouldn't say anything because I'm not a swift reader myself. You guys see when I'm over here trying to read articles and stuff. But I'm also not thanking people for being here and saying their titles with 5-second pauses in between every word. That seems so genuine when you're like, thank you, Mr. So-and-so, for being here today while you're reading a piece of paper. Like, so disingenuous. Why even say that part? Said the quiet part out loud. Heaven Mag, ouch. This isn't the best reading. Yeah. Even Klaus Daniels has got some 2 cents to throw down on it. Yeah, big guy, I think the same thing. I think they got him out there because he can be controlled. I think the same exact thing. Pyro. You're right. I don't know if I can say any of that stuff out loud, but most of the people are playing the system. Most people on assistance are they're just playing it. And I don't know why. It is way more difficult to sign up for food stamps than it is to just go to work. It's more fulfilling. You feel better about yourself. You have a more positive outlook on life. You have more opportunity and more possibilities of what's going to happen for your future. I think it's that poor mindset. They're like, my parents were on food assistance or whatever kind of assistance. My parents were on assistance. I'm going to be on assistance. My kids are going to be on assistance. My kids' are going to be on assistance. Some people need it, but I feel the majority don't. And that's why when they say, well, we should pass laws to make it so if you want assistance, you have to take a drug test. You have to pass a drug test if you want assistance from the state. And everybody gets all mad. What are you mad for? What are you mad for? You want free money, don't you? Being able to pass, you gotta pass a drug test to go to work in most situations. You don't want to pass a drug test to get free money? I don't know. That speaks volumes to me that people aren't there for the right reasons. If you really need it, you'll do whatever it takes to get it. Because that's what humans do when they need stuff. They will do whatever it takes to get what they need. And saying, oh, I'm not willing to pass a drug test to get free money from the government. Nah. You don't want to be told what to do, and you just don't want to go to work. Because that's a part of being told what to do. Swedish House Boss. He could be VP. He could be. Oh my God. If we had 2 Old Man Walters up there. I mean, I already don't cover Old Man Walter right now. Mr. Coffee, our next president, see? You guys crack me up. That's what it's like. He is like Old Man Walter 2.0. Melissa, you can't hear an AZ. Oh, I'm not sure what that's a response to. Firmus, you're probably right. Melissa, how's the PS5? I haven't hooked it up yet. I was live covering the news yesterday. I ate food, took a shower, went to Wesco, gamed it up until 1 o'clock in the morning or like 1:30 in the morning, went to sleep, woke up, ate some food, drank some coffee, fed the cat, took a shower. Here we are. I haven't had time to do the PS5. Haven't had time. And as Doc is the 2-time, I know. Doc cracks me up. Doc and Tim the Tap Man, they both crack me up. Hardcore. I see this guy named Ninja is like all over the place on TikTok. Every time I turn TikTok on, he's on the screen and he's live. I assume he's gonna end up being kind of big if he keeps going. That's why I don't try and compete with those guys. They're all like bent on being the best. I don't want to be the best at video games. I just want to have fun and hang out with hooligans and do hooligan stuff. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. But like I said, we get big enough, we'll try and compete, but they're all on mouse and keyboard. I play with a controller. It's just the way it is. I'm trying to find my spot back here in the chat. Every little bit, the chat will reset. Now I gotta re-scroll through it. No mandates. I watched RFK Jr.'s speech last night. We were going to show it yesterday, but he was saying so much stuff that you can't say on YouTube that I didn't. But I think so too. I think that he's going to be shaking things up. His speech wasn't real great though. He sounded really winded, and I didn't think that was the best look. But the things he was saying was pretty good. Happy friend Patrick. Thanks for being here. Kung Fu, I have a button job. It sucks. Yeah. I've worked in a lot of factories, and a lot of times you're not doing much. Your movements are like this. And it's fine at first. You're like, wow, this job's really easy. But then when you have to work overtime and you're like, oh, I'm going to be here 14 hours today, all day, every day. We're not getting the weekend off. They're making us work Sunday. And it just becomes terrible. Becomes terrible. Happy 420, Patrick. Melissa, my Springfield is heavy because it's got 16 in the mag. Yeah, I have the full size XDM, so it's heavier. It's heavier than the regular concealed version. And then I got the 20 rounder mags. I had a shoulder holster, but I had to stop wearing it because it was just beating against my rib cage all day. It was leaving me all bruised up. Ink scars at this point, it's like 5.56, 223, 9mm for the most part. NS, I got my FN57 for half price. That's a good deal. They're normally like, what are they, like $1,200 or something normally? I think you can get the Ruger 5.7 for like $800 or $700. See, Bravo, you cracked me up. Yeah, Ink Scars, you're just on the other side of the state from me. I think you're only like 4 hours away from me. What's up, Hillbilly at Heart? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Wireless, Klaus Daniels can read better. He probably can. He probably can. Yep. Uncle Fester Fetterman. It's like he was trying to just do as bad as he could. Robert, back in the 80s, we used to drive around Cheech and Chong style, car full of smoke, never got stopped. Some people just got that luck. Some people got that luck. I get pulled over and they're like, where's the weed at? Where's the weed at? I'm like, what are you talking about? There ain't no weed in here. They're like, you got guns? Yeah. Are they legal? Yeah. Yes, they are. Well, where's the weed at? I don't know. Go to the dispensary. What are you asking me for? I ain't got the weed. You look at the cop, you're like, you got 20 bucks? Nah, man, you're going to jail. Trying to be funny. That's my problem, is I always try and be funny. Sometimes it works, sometimes it gets me in a spot. What's up, Jeff Rowe? Happy freedom. What's up, Wet Blanket? Yeah, Heaven Mag. Oh, I know all the tricks. Even like drinking those packed in things for like canning food. I know all the tricks of the trade. I don't have to deal with it now. I mean, I could probably just pass a test, but yep, all that stuff. And people sell it. You can go to like gas stations and get the fake stuff. Sometimes they check for synthetic. I hear that they can check for synthetic, or they can check if it's dirty, but they can't check both. But who knows the truth to any of that? Guy Dub. Jeff just sat in his towel after the shower and just smiled at his PS5. You're not wrong. It's sitting there. I don't know how to explain it. It's sitting there all propped up in the box still. I haven't even opened it. And I'm just like looking at it like, yeah, so happy. So happy I got that. I'm honored. I am honored. Lone Wolf. When they showed him getting out of the car the other day in his jogging outfit, all hope for that. I lost all hope for that idiot. I thought the same thing. I seen some sort of short video, showed him get out of the car. He had like shorts and a hoodie on. It's messed up to wear long sleeve and shorts at the same time. That just automatically makes you look like a bum. And then he's a politician, and you're like, what? What is going on here? I mean, I like kind of things becoming casual and not so uptight, but there's being casual and then there's just simply unprofessional. Like if an officer showed up in shorts and a hoodie, you wouldn't treat him like an officer probably. You would be like, no, dude, I need a real officer, not you, Officer Doofy. Like, get out of here. I don't know. Heavy Mag 76254R is the best. What fire is that? I don't think I've seen a 762 by... Oh, no, I'm thinking 762 at 39, I think. I don't know, so you're getting me all messed up here. Whatever the SK has. Ink Scars Bay City. I'll look it up in a second. But I don't think you're that far from me. Parabellum. I have the same kind of look. Always getting those random checks from TSA. Yeah. I don't know. People have told me a lot. They're like, you got a punchable face. You got one of those faces. This, that, and the other, and blah, blah. Like, great. I'm glad that God gave me the face that everybody wants to come ask questions and make accusations for, and blah, blah. I don't know why it's like that. Let's see. Reading through the chat really quick. You guys are always cracking me up. I know not everybody's with it, but you can go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat if you're participating in today's holiday. Thank you so much, Craig Swaffin, for that $25 donation on Odyssey. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Glocks and Sig for me. Those are good guns. Office jobs suck too, but I've worked outside plenty, and this is much easier on my body. Plus, it pays better. Yeah, I agree. I've done outside jobs, and a lot of times it's good at first. You're like building muscle. You feel like you worked for the whole day, like you actually did something. But when it comes to being like sick, or you're sunburnt, or it's snowing outside, or it's raining outside, stuff sucks. And then a lot of times you're making $10, $15. At least that's how it is in Michigan. But then you can get an office job where you're sitting in a nice chair. You get out of work, you don't feel drained because you were sitting most of the day. You stay clean. You didn't sweat, and then you make $20 an hour. So I totally understand where you're coming from on that. I appreciate the donation. Thank you for the support. Let's see. Jeb Mawson, I don't know what that is. You guys are going on about the 76254R. I'm gonna have to look that up. See, I don't know if I could find ammo for that either. The most common ammo I see is like 12 gauge, 9mm, 45, 40, 38, 223. I don't even see 5.56, hardly at all. It's very rare if I come across that stuff. Alright, so this next video is titled, Who's in Charge? Many worry after social media posts promise a second round of Chicago chaos.
Even before...
What is this? Bunch of nothing. Look at this. It's like he's blowing a smoke ring. These still images are, that's all it takes to make me laugh. That's all it takes. I'm just here for a good time, not a long time.
Before all of this unfolded, my concerns about the DNC coming to the city of Chicago was going to be, how do we keep people safe?
A lot of questions are being asked in the wake of last weekend's violence downtown, and even more now because social media posts now promise part 2 this weekend.
At least one Southside politician is defending the disruptions as a political statement. Others are demanding deployment of more police.
Political editor Mike Flannery reports.
Last weekend's downtown violence included assaults, armed robberies, the looting of a Walgreens on State Street, and attacks on police who intervened.
They were throwing bottles and rocks at police. They were outnumbered. They were being punched and kicked by some in the crowd.
As new posts on social media call for more trouble next weekend, Brian Hopkins wants the organizers identified and prosecuted. He sees it as vital preparation for next year's Democratic National Convention, scheduled to convene in just 16 months.
If we have that convention and violence is allowed to reign on our streets once again, we can't afford to take that chance.
Some defended those involved in last weekend's events. For example, Southside State Senator Robert Peters tweeted, "I would look at the behavior of young people as a political act and statement. It's a mass protest against poverty and segregation." The 15th Ward's Ray Lopez worries that the violence threatens to cost tens of thousands of jobs at Chicago's biggest employer, the tourism and hospitality industry.
We have to put an end to this, and I hope that my colleagues stand up and let our mayor-elect and his choice for superintendent know that this is a priority that must be dealt with swiftly and correctly.
Mayor-elect Brandon Johnson plans to speak to lawmakers at the state capitol tomorrow, but he's likely to face questions as well about his plans for dealing with downtown violence and its threat to the state's economy. I'm political editor Mike Flannery.
I can't believe people support that. Like, how could you live in Chicago and see people behaving like that and then just say, oh, well, yeah, this is normal. This is what should happen. This is just people using their right to come out and talk about poverty and whatever else they were saying. No. Peaceful protesting and stomping on people's windshields is not the same thing. This stuff is not the same. I don't understand. I don't understand. Hold on a second. I'm trying to do something here. Oh, I put it on the wrong screen. That's all right. Either way, I wonder. I'm surprised it's taking so long. I figured they would just come out back to back. Why not? Why not? Why not come out and do it every day? Nobody's stopping them. I'm sure they're benefiting from it. They're out. The first video that we covered talking about what's going on in Chicago, they said that most of the kids are out there with their cell phones trying to go viral on TikTok. They're making videos and posting videos in hopes of going viral. Obviously, it's not about protesting, like the people that support it on Twitter. It's not about that. So why not go out every day? You have a higher chance of going viral. I mean, this is this is where we are in life. If you live in Chicago, I feel bad. I feel bad. They must like it, or they would do something about it. Makes no sense to me. See, Bravo. Same cities, they voted for it. Yeah. Hillbilly at heart, they need to bring in National Guard. They might, and then they'll be all mad about that. They'll say it's government overreach and oppression. It's been a long time since we've seen National Guard deployed for protests. I'm trying to think the last time we've seen it was probably, the last time I can remember is the Chauvin trial. I don't know, did they bring out, I think they did bring out National Guard for the Kyle trial. I think there was National Guard for that too. Why can I not think? Where was that? Kenosha. I say it was the second time I was trying to think of that location and I just can't. Sweet hat. Learned it from summer of 2020. I bet they know they won't be held accountable. That, and most of them are teenagers. So even if they do get picked up, nothing's gonna happen. Like, nothing's gonna happen. Nobody's gonna do anything about it. They should be holding their parents accountable. You let your kid go out there and destroy property, destroy someone's vehicle, break into a store, steal all the stuff. That's on you. That should be on you. That's your kid. That's an extension of you out there breaking the law and hurting people. Parents should be held accountable if they're not gonna hold the kids accountable. I mean, I know there's only so much you can do to a minor to hold them accountable. Make them do community service. And then when they don't do community service, they don't show up for it, charge the parents $500 for every day they don't show up. They do that for dogs. You don't keep your, like around here, if you don't keep your dog chained up and he keeps breaking loose and people call the pound on it, after like the third time, every single time your dog breaks loose, that's a $500 fine stapled to your door. Every single time. Every phone call they get about your dog, you're paying $500. And after so long, I hear about it all the time. People have their dog put down because they can't even keep the dog in the yard because they're not trying. They're too fat, they're too lazy, they're too whatever's going on, and they ain't doing it. They're not taking care of stuff like they should be. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I'm sure you've seen it. I see you guys saying that 7.62 by 54R or whatever is cheap Russian ammo. Didn't they make it so we can't get ammo from Russia anymore? We can't even import ammo anymore. I think that was something the old man Walter signed like on the first day. There's no more imports. Let's see. Reading through the chat really quick. Mitchell, they should use federal marshals. They should do something. The police are just standing there doing nothing. The first video that we covered a couple days ago for Chicago, they were saying very few arrests were made. They just watched it happen. You have a kid come stomp your windshield in and all this stuff. What do you do to fix it? You just call insurance. Sorry, I was in Chicago. They were letting teenagers run around and destroy everybody's stuff. You think you can fix my windshield? It's not exactly an act of God. So, is it covered? You got riot protection on your car? Is that covered under your insurance? What's up, Daryl? Happy freedom. Mitchell, that's probably true. They gotta have some guardian. They gotta live somewhere. Nashoda? A lot of them were over 18. They're just calling them kids to make it sound the way they want it to sound. It's probably true. Yeah, it's hard to tell how old they are when you're not apprehending them. You can't just tell by looking at them, hey, are you 18? Like, you gotta actually stop them. You have to actually try. Chicago's lost. Their politicians want this to happen. You can tell by people that support it. Post on Twitter, oh, this is just kids being kids. No, it's not. No, it is not. CC insurance companies are corrupt too. I've never used insurance. I was just talking about that yesterday. I think car insurance is a scam. I've had car insurance for like 16 years, never made a claim other than hitting the deer. All I told them was I hit a deer, and they were like, well, are you making a claim? I was like, I don't know, do I have to? And they were like, well, no, not unless you're trying to get money and you don't have the right insurance to get any money. I was like, well, then no. And they're like, okay, well, just don't worry about it then. I was like, all right. I think car insurance should pay for your oil change, a new set of tires every other year, a new set of brakes every other year, and just regular maintenance like that. Because otherwise, it's a scam. It's a scam. Kind of like health insurance. Health insurance is like that too. You get insurance, you feel all special, you go to the doctor, and then they're like, well, you got to pay $2,500 out of pocket before your insurance actually does anything. Well, if I had $2,500, I wouldn't have got insurance. I don't know. What's up, Malvita? Happy freedom. Melissa, full coverage covers vandalism. Well, that's good. That's good. What's up, Faded? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Hillbilly at heart, you crack me up. You stay safe out there. Robert, they'd rather arrest a pastor for having a sermon. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The only people that are free are criminals right now. Adrian. Anything they force on us is a scam. I've been having a lot of conversations lately, people talking about like Obamacare and getting fees. Like when you go to file your taxes, if you don't have insurance, you got to pay a fee. I've never made enough money to even get hit with a fee, but people that I have heard actually getting the fee for not having insurance, they never paid the fee and no one came for it. No docked wages, no docked taxes, nobody showed up knocking on the door asking for that payment. They just didn't pay the fee. So I don't know. Raja, kids acting like delinquents. You stop making excuses. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. People need to invest in their kids. I don't understand that. Like, why not make your kid be the person you wish you could be? Is there something wrong with that? Is there something wrong with being like, you know, I wish I was perfect and I try to be perfect every day. I do the best I can. I am where I am, trying to have the most integrity I can. But then you look at your kid and you're like, I want you to be everything I wish I could be. I want to give you every opportunity in the world to be the best person you could be. Like, is there something wrong with that? Because people don't do that. And then their kids suck. And then you go knock on the door like, hey, I just caught your kid out here being a terrible person. I want to tell you about it so you'll do something about it. And they're like, get off my porch, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, you're a terrible person too. That's great. Good. We got you and another generation out here of just worthless human beings. Like, just terrible. It's terrible. Melissa, car insurance is cheap here. It's not here in Michigan. We have the highest car insurance in the country because we have the highest health premiums in the country. Pay like $300 a month for full coverage here. Jason, JeffMAC for president. I'm telling you, we're going to make punches in the face great again. We're going to fix these problems. Hillbilly at heart. Insurance is extortion. It's something. I don't know. I heard like in Alabama or somewhere like that, you don't even legally have to have insurance. And here in Michigan, we have no fault insurance. So you have to pay insurance, but if someone hits you, you're responsible for your damages. They're not. In the wintertime here, it's better to just stay in the house and keep your car parked in a snowbank. Because if somebody else hits your car, totaled your car, that's your problem. They don't even say they don't have insurance. Say they do have insurance. It doesn't matter to you. Your car is destroyed and whatever insurance you have, that's your coverage right there. No fault insurance. Michigan's a winter wasteland. It could be great, but our leaders here are not. Donald, Chicago needs to be on the travel warning list. It should be. They're worried about Florida. They're worried about Florida being close-minded to their agenda, so they're trying to put it on a travel warning list. No, Chicago is actually like a war zone. Adrian, you need insurance to survive the potholes. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I just had my tires balanced the other day for the first time in 3 months. Apparently every 3 months I have to get my tires balanced. I'm like, I don't even know why. I don't even drive that much. I'm in the house on the live every day. How do I mess my tires up? It's not like I'm taking the Subaru off road. They're like, yeah, but you know, it's driving on the road that's the problem. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. You got me there. What's up, Cat Rocks? Happy 420. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. Salty Ragu, you need a new tattoo. I agree. I do. I have a whole back piece all drawn up that I put together. It's gonna be so expensive though. I don't have money for that stuff. I'm thinking about getting the Hooligan H right here. I could get it on this hand, and then it'd be Master Hooligan. I was talking about that yesterday playing the game. We'll see. I like the hand tats because, one, when you wear a long sleeve, people know you're still cool. But two, the pain is so good. I don't know why it's like that. It's like it itches that it scratches that itch that you got. You don't even realize you have it until you go through it. Let's see. Reading through the chat here. Salter Ragu, no National Guard and crap. It makes it worse. Gotta let the cops do it. if the cops would actually do it, a lot of times it's not the officers that are not doing their job, it's whoever's in charge, their sergeant or whatever, is telling them to just stand there and look pretty, don't actually do anything. Salt Ragu, if I stream Chirac for you, I'm not putting pants on. That's the hooligan way, okay? I would expect nothing less. It's the hooligan way. Oh, I didn't look fast enough. Trigger Crazy, you gotta let me know if that's you that just entered Gilded. I don't know if you responded to me. I think I took too long to see your response. But I need to know because we might have a perpetrator in Gilded. I'd rather take them out for being a fraudulent bigot. Screaming Eagle, my tires aren't balanced and I don't care. I didn't take the car there because my tires weren't balanced. I get it done while I'm doing other things, while I'm getting other stuff fixed. I had the catalytic converters replaced, both of them. And then after I did that, I was getting catalytic converter codes. And on a Subaru, at least on the version I have, when you have engine codes come on, it disables your traction control and your cruise control, and all your lights on your dashboard do this. So it looks like I have my blinkers on and stuff inside the car while I'm driving, and I like using my cruise control. So after a little while of that, I called them up. I was like, hey, I'm having this issue. They were like, yeah, bring it by. We'll get it fixed. They fixed the lights, and they balanced my tires and didn't charge me for it. Because they're awesome. I'm telling you, you guys, if you're ever in Michigan, it's worth the drive. Go to Paul's Auto. They will take care of you. They keep all your stuff on a file. If you have warranties or anything like that, they're up to date on it. They'll go ahead and do the work and take care of you, make sure you're good. And even when you do get charged, the price is fair. It may not be the cheapest place, but the work is good, and it's not the most expensive, so you don't have to worry about that either. Definitely go check out Paul's Auto. They're awesome. Gabby, yeah, my little baby Subaru. I like that it has so much stigma and stuff. I love that. I love that it's like the sissy mobile. Let's see. Guy Dub. I love what Idaho has done. Liberals hate Idaho. They hate Idaho and they hate Florida, and it makes me want to move to both those places. Mitchell, if you drive for 5 years, a 5-year period, and you get no tickets or accidents, you should get half your money back, but they spend your money on other people's accidents. Yeah. Yep. Havoc, a Subaru. It is a Subaru. Mitchell, just I like your honesty. Wireless Subarus are tanks of cars. I went from driving a Chevy full-size Trailblazer to driving a Subaru, and I like my Subaru a lot better. I do miss like how roomy the Trailblazer was, but having that like lower center of gravity but still having four-wheel drive is good stuff. Melissa, don't hate. You guys crack me up. You're so funny. Norma, offer to be their sponsor for some free repairs. It's kind of like that, sort of. We're like local businesses doing business with each other, sort of. It's not like all written up. It's not necessarily like a sponsor thing. He's cool. He thinks I'm cool. And so we just do cool things for each other because we have integrity, and there's not a lot of good people out there anymore. So when you come across one, you want to be cool with them and stuff. It's like one good person for every 25 bad people, or just out of 25 people you run into, only one of them may be a good person. So, it's worth being cool with those people you come across. It's worthwhile. Something I've learned later on in life. When I was younger, I was just like, whatever's whatever. I didn't value people at all, and a lot of times that would come to bite me. I would need some help or something, and those people would be like, no, you remember how you talked to me or treated me last time I seen you? No, I ain't messing with you. And so now I appreciate people who have integrity and stuff big time, especially after all the stuff that we've seen on the live. Oh man, I appreciate good people so much. They're rare. No, Melissa, it's not WXR, if that's what you're saying. What's up, Crystal Blue? Happy freedom. made it to the bottom of the chat. We're about to play the next video. True crazy, that is me. I deleted my old account, made a new one. Alright, glad to hear it. Just wanted to make sure. I seen it and I was like, oh, True Crazy. And I passed the application and then I was like, wait a minute, what if that wasn't True Crazy? We got an imposter. Well, welcome back to Gilded. Screaming Eagle Toyota is a good brand. I agree. My grandpa only drove Toyotas. He swore by them. Toyotas and Subarus. They're good cars. I think Hondas are kind of good cars too. I don't ever hear anybody say that. Maybe I'm going to get a whole bunch. You guys are going to stone me on 420. Throwing rocks at the screen. Get out of here. I see a lot of Hondas though. And everybody I know that drives a Honda likes it. I've never owned a Honda. But they make one of everything. They make like dirt bikes and lawnmowers and cars and trucks and trophy trucks and all kinds of stuff. I mean, maybe they know what they're doing. Or maybe they're trying new things because the things they try don't work. I guess I probably am not educated enough to make statements like that. But they seem from a distance to be good vehicles. They do kind of always look rusty and beat up. But they're on the road. So, I mean, I guess that's what matters, right? So these next two videos are kind of the same thing. They're not the exact same thing, but first video is titled Jayland Walker Protests Law Enforcement in Akron Use Pepper Spray and Tear Gas to Disperse Crowd. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen some stuff like that. The second video that's going to follow this first video is titled BLM Protesters Causing Havoc in Akron, Ohio. So the first video is like the news covering it. So they're going to give us all the details on what happened. They're going to show us footage of what happened. The second one is a person on the street recording this. So then we're going to see like what it's like to be a part of the crowd and stuff like that. But there isn't a whole lot of narration going on. So that's what we are walking into here.
Breaking news in
Just give me a moment. Just a moment. Do. Come on, brain. Think. Do the thinking for me. Mr. Coffee, I stick with Honda or Toyota. See, I must not have been that wrong. Dave, love my four-banger Honda Acura. I've seen a lot of Acuras. Hondas are good cars. See, I thought I was willing to risk it for the biscuit. I see a lot of Hondas. To me, that told me that that's probably a good car. All right, let's get her. Let's get her.
Breaking news in Akron tonight, where police have stepped in with force to stop protesters upset over the Jayland Walker grand jury decision.
About 7 o'clock tonight, this was the scene on East Avenue near Copley, where police formed a line, they said, to break up the crowds.
Let's go! Get out of the street! Go home!
Hitting him with the bear mace. You ain't seen that since J6.
There is no word on if any folks had been arrested.
You see those protesters running? They're not weathered. They're not weathered.
Peaceful demonstrations in Akron earlier today.
About 100 protesters were in that group.
Walker supporters gathered at Hawkins Plaza on Akron's west side, raising signs, speaking out, demanding change. The group, made up of Akron citizens, the Ohio Strong Movement, and Freedom Bloc, made its way along South Hawkins Avenue on foot and in vehicles to show solidarity. They walked nearly 2 miles to Copley Road with voices raised and horns blaring. They did exactly what they said they would do.
See the compliance cloths?
They shut down this busy intersection. Traffic was at a standstill as the group shouted its message, demanding justice for Jayland.
You see people wearing backpacks on their chest, you gotta be wary of that stuff.
The group moved east on Copley Road, continuing to shout its message.
And this was part of the group involved in the incident later on tonight where police used pepper spray and tear gas. Now, we understand there still is some activity going on in Akron right now. We have a crew on the scene that left for safety.
This must have been earlier yesterday because they were saying it's still happening right now. It's not happening right now. But that's the first video. We're going to play the second one. It's just like a continuation of that kind of footage. It's not by the news, though, so there's no narration or anything like that. Hold up. The first part of this is pretty much the same footage we just seen where the officers are using bear mace. But then it moves on to nighttime.
Let's go! Get out of the street! Go home!
See, and this camera person must be one of the protesters because they look like they just hit him with bear mace. This right here, this is what I was saying earlier. It looks like Kenosha. See, the news, we just watched a news video and they were like, well, they were peacefully protesting. Does this look like peaceful protesting? Cop standing right there, not doing anything. Maybe, I think it's a cop. I don't know, he looked like he had a cop hat on, but then he had a hoodie on and he's looking like Fetterman. I'm not sure. Well, I'm telling you, every day it gets a little spicier. Gets a little spicier. Robert, they should use drones to spray. It's going to be wild once they start really deploying drones and using them a little bit more proactively in our lives. They use those police dogs in New York, the robot dogs. They use those a lot now. A lot of video I come across. You'll see those little dogs wandering around, little cameras with feet. Oh my gosh, Mitchell. Spray them in their front and their booty area. I mean, that'll get the job done. You get maced in the wiener, you're just you're probably done for the day. Probably done protesting for the day. I would be, I know that. Let's see. Heaven Mag, you got a Ford Focus RS 5-speed manual? Aren't those RS 4-wheel drive? Swedish, a classic chant. I know this stuff's been going on so long. It's we got classics ones. You don't see the hands up, don't shoot anymore. You never hear that anymore, and it's because it's no longer about protesting police. Like when it all started, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's because the police are, you know, shooting people and blah blah." So a lot of times you would hear hands up, don't shoot. You'd see them on their knees with their hands up, protesting in front of officers. You don't hear that at all anymore because it's not about that. It's all about just protesting to protest. Melissa, it's like 40 people spread out to look bigger. It's true, but it is more people than we've seen lately. I don't know. I think we're gonna have a spicy summer. I keep telling you guys because I keep seeing the symptoms. And I don't know what happened to Jayland Walker. I don't know the situation. So, I mean, I don't know if these people have a right to be mad or not. It's not really up to me about whether or not they have the right to do that. Everyone has the right to protest, which is fine. Everybody should stand up for what they believe in. But then destroying people's property and then, you know, acting like criminals and stuff like that, that's not a part of protesting. That's the non-approval part. Heaven Mag, Akron has always been a crime city. Yeah, I don't know anything about Akron. I've been to Ohio once, and I don't even remember where I was in Ohio. It was like one of those family things when I was a kid. I was like 9, didn't want to go, made sure everyone had a terrible time, slept the whole time I was there. Just couldn't wait to leave. I didn't want to go. Yeah, so I don't remember where I was. I just know I was in Ohio. Dave, damn it, Bobby. No. Mitchell, you crack me up with that, though. Strategic macing. That'll get the job done. What's up, No Quarter? I appreciate you being here. I'm glad you like the show. CC, it has to be fire for peaceful protest, right? I mean, I don't know. They say all these protests are peaceful. Even I saw Peter and KJP interacting for yesterday's press briefing because you guys had brought it up, and I was looking at it to see if it was worth clipping, which they had talked about the plague and stuff. The White House Press Briefing had a blue banner across the bottom of it. That's why I knew it wasn't worth showing, because they were talking about stuff that gave them a blue banner, which means it would give me a strike and a 7-day suspension, which actually I think it would be a 14-day suspension because my last strike doesn't expire until the 14th. But when they were talking, Peter was saying something about protesters, and KJP corrected him to say peaceful protesters. Like, it's dumb that they don't acknowledge the protesters that were out front of the White House burning stuff down. They burnt the church down. They're burning pallets. They're the reason there's 10-foot black gates out front of the White House across from the lawn there. They're the reason that the Lincoln Memorial has black gates and guards up there right now. Those protesters are the reason that stuff is that way. And what did they do? They turned around and named the Freedom Plaza the Black Lives Matter Plaza, the BLM Plaza. They gave them that, and then they don't acknowledge any of the violent protests, and then they want to turn around and correct Peter to not say protester, but to call them peaceful protesters. Well, why do you got to call them peaceful protesters? You don't even acknowledge that there was non-peaceful protesters, that there was violent protesters, that Kyle had to defend himself because of one of these protests and stuff, and did it legitimately, was proven innocent, or at least within his legal right during his trial, and they won't even acknowledge that. He needs to sue old man Walter for calling him a white supremacist and all that, and I don't know if he has. I know he's been making big bucks for suing people and stuff like that, but how dare you correct Peter? KGP, you trash. You trash. That's why we're not even covering her. She's just trash. Trash bandicoot. Melissa, Officer Fetterman. Yeah, that's what he looked like. I don't know if that was a cop or not. He had a cop hat on, but then he looked like he had a hoodie on, and then things got blurry after that. Not sure. CC, we moon the drones is probably a crime. You have a cop drone. I think they got cop drones in Portland. And I'm pretty sure if you moon that drone, that's indecent exposure, and now you're a CSC offender the rest of your life, because that's how silly life is. Faded, catching some 2020 vibes. I'm telling you. We're starting to see, look at how Chicago's going. Look how Akron, Ohio is going. There's off and on protests going on in Atlanta, and they're even shooting at officers because the forest defenders or whatever Antifa's calling themselves over there. We just need Portland or Seattle to light up, and it's going to start feeling like 2020 around here. Let's see. Crystal Blue, I'm just saying, you get maced in that front end or even in the rear end, you're done. You're done. I mean, it might hurt to get maced in the eyeballs, but you've never had your junk on fire before. You're done. You're not marching the streets after that. No. Nope. Annette, you cracked me up. You might be done protesting for the whole week if you get sprayed in the ding dong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You got fire up front. You're not doing much of anything. It'd probably be hard just to drive the car after that. Cat's looking at me. What's wrong, and why do you smell so spicy? Like, get out of here, Klaus Daniels. Scott, there's a new CEO of YouTube. I'm wondering what everybody thinks of the new CEO. It doesn't matter. That stuff doesn't matter. Their community guidelines is still... It's still the same. Doesn't matter. CC. He's Antifa. He's Antifa. That's why I don't even talk about him. I don't even know why you guys go watch that guy. He is Antifa. He is as left as they get. And he conned a whole bunch of people. He conned so many people. Covering the Canadian convoy, making all these promises. The Americans went out to convoy. Where was he? Oh, he was in Vegas spending donations. Oh, yeah, I remember. I don't know why. I don't know why people watch him. That is Antifa. I don't know. Can't stand that person. Let's see. Adrian, they call chaos peaceful to redefine words and devalue language. Absolutely. That's why they changed the definition on everything. They changed the definition of all kinds of words so they can just say what they want. Nobody can follow along, and they can just tell you they're right. And then we just got to take it. They do the same thing with community guidelines. They use fake words, or not fake words, vague words, like misinformation and disinformation. What's the difference? Nobody knows. You get labeled that, you're gone. And it's like, it's rough stuff. Scott, I think since 06, YouTube has deleted certain YouTube channels. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they've deleted all kinds of stuff. They took down all the J6 footage. YouTube took all the J6 footage down, and then they turned around and did the J6 committee, and then told everyone in the country that the only way you could find footage of what happened on J6 was to watch the committee. And that's because they pulled all the footage off of YouTube. I already had claimed my footage. I already had it up on Rumble and everything else. Oh yeah, YouTube is a very big part of the government, and people don't realize it. We've seen it so many times where we've covered things live, watched it live, and then all of a sudden YouTube takes it down and says it's against brand new community guidelines, and then like the very next day the White House will come out and make an announcement about some committee they put together or some sort of lawsuit that's being brought up, and the only way to see what happened is to watch what they're telling you to watch, and that's because they removed it on all of their platforms except for like Rumble and Odyssey. Everything else will take it down to comply. It's messed up. We've seen it so many times. Legendary Mace ain't nothing. I'll eat it. I'm saying that's why I'm eating the Diable sauce. I'm gonna be Mace proof eventually. Guy Dub, junk on fire will make you retire. That's what the counter protesters are gonna say. People are gonna see protesters. We're gonna have counter protesters show up and start chanting that. Junk on fire will make you retire. Mitchell had egg rolls for lunch. I love Chinese food. Love it. I love making it too. It's tedious and it takes a long time. Like if I make chicken fried rice, it might take 2 hours. I make it all from scratch. I don't get like the frozen stuff. You just heat it up in the microwave. I make it from scratch. But I want it to be done correctly. Like I wash my rice and everything. I do it just like they do anywhere else in China, Korea, or whatever. I've watched all the videos. I even know like the manners and how to be respectful and all that stuff. Like you'll see a lot of Americans, you go to a China buffet or something, you'll see Americans like sticking the chopsticks in the food. That's so disrespectful to their culture. They only do that for the dead. They'll eat a meal during funerals and stuff, and they'll prepare a plate for the person that died, and they'll have the chopsticks standing up for like a memorial or whatever towards the person that died. But us Americans, we don't care about that stuff. We just stick the chopsticks in there if we even know how to use them. It's so disrespectful to them. Or rubbing the chopsticks together. You pull the chopsticks out of the sleeve, rub them together to get the little grains off, the splinters from the chopsticks. That's telling the restaurant that you think they use cheap chopsticks, that you think that they're a cheap establishment in a disrespectful way. Most people don't even know that. They just do it, and they don't even realize that they're like being ignorant and disrespectful to the restaurant you're eating at. And everybody knows you don't mess with people that make your food, but then they go to Chinese restaurants and do that because they don't know any different. We don't get taught that kind of culture. But I'm all into that stuff. I like that stuff. So yeah, I love Chinese food. I love making it and all that stuff. I make sushi. I make everything. Crab ragoons, all that stuff. Adrian, YouTube's the Ministry of Truth. Our government is making a Ministry of Truth. We're developing a department for misinformation to figure out who is here spreading misinformation so they can lock you down and track you and send the FBI to your house and all that. I didn't even know that was happening until Elon Musk posted it on Twitter and was saying like, this is what people should be worried about. And I was like, what is that? And it's a government website. I posted it on Gilded 2-3 times. I think I also posted on jeffmaclive.com because I had just put the website together when I came across that. Let's see. Melissa, I can't even whistle. Well, I can't hardly whistle either. I got these teeth, right? These gappy teeth. I whistle enough when I'm not trying to. Sure crazy. F YouTube. Go to the all platforms. You heard him. You heard him. Why are you guys talking about... Everybody's like... You mess yourself and you repeat yourself when you kick the bucket. What? Where is that coming from? What did I say to trigger that? NS, what is that word? Is that racist? No, you can make me Google stuff. Half the time I don't know if I could say what you guys say out loud. Worry about getting in trouble and stuff. I say it after the live's over. I say terrible things. Let's see. You guys are talking crazy. Hold on, I gotta read this. I gotta do some Googling here. Oh, a weeb is a person who is interested in anime and Japanese culture. Close. It's not. It's like Asian culture in general. So like I've been studying for years to be able to speak South Korean, and because I don't know if North Korea speaks Korean or if they speak Chinese, because Korea used to speak Chinese, and so I can read and write Korean, or Hangul they call it. I can read and write it, and then I can speak certain words, certain phrases in Korean. I'm trying to learn the majority of words, and a lot of them are kind of simple, like they'll end with like ibnida and things like that. But if you can learn Korean, then you know half of Chinese, so then you're halfway to learning Chinese. If you can learn Korean and you can learn Chinese, you can learn Japanese. If you can learn Korean, Chinese, and Japanese, you can get a government job that pays you like $80 an hour or something like that. Or you can just start your own job to translate or to do tutoring for individuals trying to speak either or. And I don't know. I don't really have a game plan. It's just something I want to do in my free time for no reason. So go ahead and hold that against me if you want. I don't know why it's like that. It just is. It's just something I'm interested in. Mitchell, it wasn't you, it was just life. Well, life happens, and I can understand that. Mitchell, I'm going to just go ahead and pass this. You guys crack me up. You're so funny. I keep forgetting it's 420. Until somebody shows up and they're like, happy 420. I'm like, oh yeah, it's 420. Peyton Mushu pork. I don't eat pork. Not for any specific reason other than parasites. Pork has parasites in it and stuff like that. I eat bacon. That's about it. I don't eat ham, anything like that. I just don't eat it. It just does. I don't feel good when I eat ham. A lot of times when I tell people I don't eat pork, they're like, are you religious? No, not religious. I just don't like not feeling good. Oh, Salty Ragu said the bunny word. You're banned. You can't go to Michigan University now. Salty Ragu, how do you say bunny? Bunny wabbit. I can say bunny is when I say roots and roof. And there's another one I can't think of right now. Sure Crazy usually makes me say it. Sure Crazy, I could say F you in almost every language. That's all you really need to know in life. That's all I know. You don't need more than that. That's like Spanish. I could speak quite a bit of Spanish, but it's all terrible things. It's nothing good. It's nothing you'd want to say in front of your mom. Salty Ragu. Oh yeah, 42710. Why am I not seeing more 710 things? Oh, because that's July 10th. Let me just slow my mouth down and let my brain catch up. Amanda. Yeah, I like sushi. I don't like raw fish, but I like making vegetable sushi, and I also make like my own kind of sushi. Like putting bacon and chicken in the sushi wrap. It's good stuff. Don't steal my ideas, okay? Don't steal my ideas. Just come over for dinner one day. It's good stuff. Jeb describes one of my boys who's been in Japan 3 times now. It's not for me, but good for you. Japan's far from here. I thought about trying to go to Korea once, just for fun. Just, I don't know, because I'm gonna die one day, and it'd be cool to say that I went and saw other people living a different life, different than what we see here. But it is like a 19-hour plane flight. I'm like, I don't think I would like that. Just going to Florida from Michigan is, I don't know, somewhere between 2 and 4 hours on a plane. They gotta like carry me off on a stretcher when I get off that plane. I'm sick. So sick. I blew a blood vessel last time I went to Florida. Throwing up so hard in the toilet, this whole eyeball just filled up with blood. It was terrible. It's terrible. You know how hard it is to be on vacation and have people not look at you all funny while you're walking around looking like the Terminator? It's messed up. It's messed up. And they can tell I'm from Michigan as soon as I open my face. They're like, oh man, are you from Michigan? Like, yeah, why do you say it like it leaves a bad taste in your mouth? They're like, I could tell by the way you talk. Well, thanks. Thanks. I could tell you're from Florida because there's no liberals down here. That's what I'll say now. There probably was back then. It's been a while. Gary, happy Earth Day. Today's Earth Day? You guys, you're always teaching me something new. Doo-doo-doo. What is this telling me? This is saying Earth Day is on April 22nd. I think you're early. Earth Day is an annual event on April 22nd to demonstrate support for the environmental protection. See, I read a little bit like Fetterman. You jumped the gun a little bit there. You got 2 days till it's Earth Day. It's Tree Day today. I need about 350. Gabby es delicioso. Fumar mucho bueno mota. Happy 420. Happy 420. Mark Bass, I like bacon. That's probably the most American thing I've seen in the chat all day today. Shaggy, bacon is the candy of meats. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Jason Wolf. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying about wolf. I've never ate wolf, if that's what you're asking me. Do people eat wolf? I bet if you're hungry enough. I bet. Jason, how to ask for eggs and beer. I mean, yeah, that's true. You don't need to know more than that. You need to know how to say, where's the eggs, where's the beer, and F you. And then you're good. You do that in every language, you're golden. You can go anywhere. Mitchell, I just grunt and point. That's... I love that. I love that. When I used to work at a pizza place, we'd have people come in and didn't speak English. And when you have, like, build your own pizzas, that makes things difficult. And so they would just kind of do the same thing. They're like tapping on the menu all aggressively. I need this on my pizza. You know what I'm saying, even though you don't know what I'm saying. Now give it to me right now. Good stuff. It's good stuff. Builds character. Builds character. Hydrodynamic. What's up, buddy? You toasting your nuggets over there? You need to chill out. You got a long day ahead of you. It's almost 4 o'clock. You got quite a bit of day left. You know, take a nap. It's gonna be 4:21. Dave, where's your Bob Marley Rasta dreads hat? It's over there in a bag. My dreads are in a freezer bag. I should get it. That'll be worth clipping. Everybody's gonna be like, holy moly, this guy's got hair in a bag at his house. He's a serial killer. Donald, never trust gas station sushi. I mean, I can't scream that loud enough. I used to go to Walmart, and I go to Walmart all the time. It's like a thing to do here. And they got these trays of sushi at Walmart. They're like pre-made or whatever. It's got like, I don't know, 8 pieces in it. I was so sick eating that stuff. I thought it was going to be a good idea. Somebody was like, yeah, I go there and get that all the time. I eat it for lunch and stuff. Throw a little soy sauce on there. It's good stuff. I was so sick. And throwing up rice is terrible. That's all I know. Don't do it. Don't risk it. Make your own sushi. It's fun. It's good to do with the kids. Teach your kids to do something new. Just don't get it. Don't get pre-made sushi. Not from Walmart, not the gas station. So sick. It's terrible. Hydrodynamic, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to, we're here to have a good time. I mean, we're covering the news, but, we got to laugh. We got to have a good time. I don't like being serious all the time. It's really hurting the quality of my life. Parabellum, how come Google doesn't have a little animation for today's holiday? Because they suck. That's why. That's why. I'm on the Brave browser. I've been using it ever since my everything got hijacked. And so I'm not exactly Googling things. I haven't looked Google in the face in quite a while now. It's been a couple weeks. It's been a while. Mitchell, he has a white van with no mirrors and full of candy too. I don't know what you're referencing, but stranger danger. Stranger danger. You stay away from those vans and all that candy. Gabby, the ones that look like the plastic is gonna pop is the best. Not sure what you're referencing. If I see anything in a packet and the packet is swollen, I will not eat it, because there's a chance that the food inside is off-gassing, and it's not good. Even if the date is right, I am so sensitive to food. If I even think it's discolored, if I even think it smells bad, if the date expires tomorrow, I'm not eating it. Not eating it. And I sniff everything I put in my mouth, and you think real hard about what I just said. I do. And sometimes it offends people. I stick my beak right in there and give it a hard whiff. Is this okay to put in my mouth? And people are like, why are you sniffing that? Because I'm about to put it in my mouth, and my mouth don't have a nose. I don't want to taste bad things. I'd rather know it smells bad before I taste it. I don't know. You like clean up, throw up off the floor? Because I don't. That's why I'm sniffing it. Jason, birth in person day. Is that today? Jason, they didn't do Easter either? Really? I figured Google would have done Easter because that's pagan. They would have did Ishtar. Yup. Shaggy, it's always 420 somewhere. That's true. That's true. I'm surprised we're not seeing more of that. The last year or two, I was seeing a lot of people kind of disrespecting 420. They're like, I'm not celebrating 420. I do it every day. This is the only fun day you got. It's the only 420 you got, and now we got 710. Just enjoy it. Don't find a reason to be mad at everybody for every little thing. Like, come on, man. But I hear you, Shaggy. It's always 420 somewhere. You're right. Let's see. Heaven Mag. Okay, y'all have fun. I gotta go socialize at a wedding. Happy 420, everyone. Have a great rest of the day. Awesome, Heaven Mag. Tell everyone the Hooligans said hello. Enjoy your 420 today. Thanks for stopping in. What's up, Gary? Happy freedom. I keep saying happy 420. That's why it's almost flying out of my mouth like 6 times now. What's up, Hydrodynamic? Is this live? I don't know. It's as live as it's gonna get. Everybody's all disappointed because I'm not sitting here smoking blunts on the live. I don't know if I can do that. I see smoking scans always ripping bongs and stuff, but I can't do that here on the property. I could if I was not on the property. Yeah, hair juicer. Yep. Someone else mentioned that earlier too. Melissa, there's a huge 420 festival in Vegas. Interesting. There's normally a festival here in Michigan, but I haven't heard of it happen. I haven't seen any flyers or anything. They did a mushroom festival last year, I think. Also, they're trying to decriminalize it, which I don't know why they decriminalize anything. When they say, oh, we're going to decriminalize it, so that means you can't go to jail? No, you can still go to jail for it. So what's decriminalizing it? A lot of times it just means you get a ticket instead of going to jail. Like that's any better. Puff Puff Pass Day. Yeah, Mitchell. Yeah, Hydrodynamic, I think so too. And you'd be a good moonshine tester. Smell it before you taste it, for real. Yeah. I can have a little sippy sip of moonshine, but any more than that, my guts are rough. Warlord, I don't know if I've seen that. I'll have to look that up. Parabellum, where's the next flag march? It's coming up. It's coming up. We're going to do more flag marches this year. I blew it last year. I only did one last year or something like that. But we're going to do more this year, and we're going to actually schedule them so hooligans that are nearby, they can join me in a flag march. I'm just waiting for the weather to get better. We just had snow 2 days ago, so it's not really time for that. Hydrodynamic, that's what she said. Snooks, the video's in Gilded. Alright, I'll check it out. Shaggy, I live in Oregon. There's more dispensaries than gas stations here. Yeah, I think Colorado's like that too. It's not quite like that here in Michigan. There's dispensaries, and they're not real scarce, but they're not common like that. It's definitely not one in every city or anything like that. M-Rank can't out-sniff Biden. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. He's a pro. He's a pro. Happy 420 BC. All right, next video. This next one, it's 7.5 minutes long. We're not gonna watch the whole video because it's just the House or whatever taking votes. It's just numbers and stuff on the screen, but I can at least tell you guys what they're voting on.
Ordered. Members will record their votes by electronic device. This is a 5-minute vote.
Okay, so these guys were all doing this yesterday. No, it was today. Yeah, it says 420 up in the corner. So this is from earlier today. They're voting on whether or not to pass a bill to ban third-party athletes from women's and girls' sports. And the bill passed. So, like I said, we're not going to sit here and watch the numbers on the screen. Skip to the end here so you guys can see. This is what it came out to. I don't know if it's...
On this vote,
yep, 219 for yay.
The nays are 203. The bill is passed. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
So they did that. I'm really surprised that they did. I'm surprised they passed that bill. I don't exactly know what happens now, but it's pretty interesting. I would have never thought they would have did that. They're trying to actually protect women's rights, which is kind of unusual. I mean, it's not often you see people doing the right thing once they get into office. Hydrodynamic, you gotta sniff it before you taste it is funny AF. I'm dying. I'm saying. There's nothing like being in that intimate moment and then you hear and she's like, what are you doing? I gotta put this in my mouth. I need to know that it's not spoiled. I need to know. I need to know. You been watching this thing? Is the pH right? Okay, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. And I use it for medical purposes only. A lot of people here are like that. I used to have a weed card when it was only medical here because of my stomach issues. I mean, you know, you're throwing up blood every day and can't stand all the way up because your stomach's in knots and stuff. Smoking some of the devil's cabbage ain't gonna hurt you any worse. I don't really need it now. I fixed my diet, so, and I live on this property, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Mitchell, a correct outcome. Yeah, isn't that weird? Isn't that weird that that happened? Melissa, a great day for women's rights. Absolutely. Absolutely. Julius, I never hear of... Yeah, that's because it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. I wish we could talk about that stuff more of the goofy community guidelines. Because I'm like really big for like women standing up for their rights. I feel like the world is in such a place that if a woman goes in the bathroom and sees someone in there who shouldn't be in there, they just look the other way, do what they're there to do, and then they leave and they don't tell anybody. But the reality of the situation is if you walked out of the bathroom and said, yo, there is somebody in here, I bet every dude within an earshot would be up in that bathroom like, hey, we're about to pull this person out of here, whatever, whatever. And so I'm like really big for that, like advocating for, like, you see something, you say something, because men do not want this to happen, especially men that are raising little girls. We do not want this agenda to happen. And so if you see something, you say something, and people will do something. I know the news and the media and social media makes it seem like everybody's for this. This is some great thing. No, that is not reality. Not even kind of, sort of, a little bit. Not at all. You see something, you say something, and people will do something about it. The majority of people are not okay with this. It's the brainwashing machine that makes everybody think that this is some great thing going on. In reality, people do not want this to happen. You see something, you say something, and people will fix it. I don't never see it here, though. I don't ever see any shapeshifters here, but I know they're out there. Sure, Chris, you came to visit Hydrodynamic. You're so funny. You're so funny. Guy Dub, Senate won't pass it, and then Old man Walter will veto it. That's what I kind of figured, but just for it to even get this far is pretty good. It's surprising. It's surprising. Absolutely, Gary. Yeah, Mitchell. That's what's so crazy is the brainwashing machine makes you think it's like every other person, and it's not. It's not. It is not. It's not as common as they try to make it seem. Happy frame, Donna Sparks. I was wondering where you were. I appreciate you being here. JB, it's not a peaceful protest until someone lights a car on fire. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, that's when you know the party has started. Grey Wolf, my husband waits outside the women's bathroom when I'm in there just in case. Yeah, we all do that too. Like me, my friends, and everybody, if we're out and about, we always like keep track of each other because you never know what's going to happen, especially like wandering around with me. If I have like hooligan gear on, there's a high chance I could be spotted. And as much as I'd like to see other hooligans and stuff, it may not always be another hooligan that spots me. It could be somebody that does not agree with things I've said on the live, things I've shown on the live, or some misconception that they've generated inside their noggin, thinking bad things about me. And I mean, the way life is, you could be here and gone in a minute. Somebody walk up, boom, you're gone. And so we always try to keep track of each other when we're out of the house and stuff, because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And when you get into a bathroom, you're in a tight space. It's really quick. Somebody follows you in there, you don't realize what's going to happen until it happens. And so like when we leave the house, we are all about security, like big time. Like if me and WMM are out there, we're always head on a 360. We're always watching what's going on. A lot of times I'm all blacked out. I don't even have visible hooligan gear, because if they see this and then they see this and they don't feel right about me, we might have to engage in combat, and I don't want that, but I am aware of the dangers. For the longest time they were sending me emails and stuff about it, images, videos, threats, big threats, people killing things and being like, you know, this will be you if I see you and stuff like that. I don't get that so much now, but there's a reason I stay protected. You never know. It's risky stuff. I like to have fun and be online and stuff, but it is risky. It's definitely affected my security doing this for so long. Krista Blue, yeah, we'll see if the bill actually passes all the way through, but just to make it through that first step is a pretty big win for the way the country is right now. Kobe, stay strapped every day. Every day. It's better to have it and not need it than not have it and need it. I don't know. I hope that situation never shows up, but if it ever did, be prepared. It's not letting me text on the website. Let me see, Donna Sparks. It's letting me text. I'll look into it after the live. Are you talking about in the live chat or like through the messaging system? What's up, Low Tech? Happy freedom. U-Town, the scratch and sniff. Yeah, that's offensive to her too, but you know, I do what I want. It's the hooligan way. That's rough stuff, Hair Juicer. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's nice that they're being respectful and, you know, trying to make the best of their situation, but that also is like a tale that they know they shouldn't be doing what they're doing. Even if they're trying to be considerate and all of that, if it was what they're supposed to be doing, they wouldn't be worrying about making sure the room's empty or, you know, all of that stuff, being polite and stuff. They should just do what they're supposed to be doing instead of trying to flower their way into an area they shouldn't be in. What are you talking about, Hydrodynamic? I'm with you, Gary. I'm the same way. I catch somebody in there doing the wrong thing, they're getting cuffed. No, hydrodynamic is not. This isn't live right now. We're not live. You can text, but it won't send on the live. Weird. I wonder why that's happening. Hold on, let me purge the cache. Maybe that'll fix it. Or maybe it'll break it. One or the other. As long as we're moving forward. Give it a try now, Donna Sparks. See if it's better now. It's as live as it's gonna get, hydrodynamic. So we got one more video to show before we wrap things up, and we will be gaming it later, so hopefully you guys will come hang out with us while we play the game. It's not about the game, it's about hanging out and having fun and being live and having each other to poke fun at and laugh. So this next video is MTG. Hopefully this goes well, because every time I show her I get in trouble.
Welcome back.
This is a short video. She's in like some sort of security meeting, and they're interviewing, I don't know if they're interviewing Yorkes, they're interviewing somebody, and then MTG had quite the statement to say. So we're gonna check this out. This button.
Time now for news from the left. Things getting personal at the House Homeland Security Committee meeting today. Congressman Eric Swalwell slamming Marjorie Taylor Greene for her calls to defund the FBI because of all the corruption we've seen within the FBI. MTG hitting back pretty hard. Take a look.
That was quite entertaining from someone that had a sexual relationship with a Chinese spy, and everyone knows it. But
I move to take her words down. Completely inappropriate. The chair recognizes the gentlelady from Georgia and asks if she would like to retract those words.
No, I will not.
Kind of funny. Swalwell's rumored relationship.
So like I said before, I found that whole video, it's like 20 minutes long, and there's only maybe a whole 3 minutes of talking. The rest of the time they're all just sitting there looking at each other, making way too much money. She made that statement. He got all bent out of shape and was like, we need to wipe that from the record. They all sat there and looked at each other. They asked her. She obviously just said no, she's not going to wipe it from the record. Then he asked for her to no longer be allowed to speak for the rest of the hearing. And then they told him he was ridiculous. And then they didn't really say anything else for the whole rest of the 20-minute video. So that's why we didn't put the whole video up there. I'd be skipping around, digging around for moments of brief speech. But you see what happened there. MTG, she's a pistol. She's a pistol. She's willing to say what she thinks. And I like that. You guys killing me. I know that guy's got like a Austin Powers name, a name that you would hear in an Austin Powers movie. Robert, MTG can take him. I think so too. She looks like she can fight. She could probably throw hands. I'd like to see like some celebrity deathmatch stuff, like MTG and AOC throwing hands. That'd be worth watching. That's like some pay-per-view stuff. They still got pay-per-view? I already said celebrity deathmatch. I mean, how far back can we go? Donna Sparks is still not working. Weird. I wonder why. Sam tagged me in something. I wonder if that's what he's saying too. I wonder why, because I can write in the chat. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I'll work on the website in a second. JD3, that would be epic. Yeah, I think so too. So I'd like to see AOC fight anybody. She needs to throw some hands with all that stuff she's always talking. I'd love to see her back that up. Any kind of way. Any kind of way. Just reading through the chat really quick. We'll be wrapping this up. We're going to do the spiel deal here in a second. And then we will be doing the Pledge of Allegiance. And we're going to wrap this up. And then we'll be live later on playing the game. Hanging out. I don't know what we're going to start with. We might start with Apex Legends because I haven't started that yet. And then we'll do a vote. We'll see what you guys want to play. Yesterday, people were asking for spooky games. We might be able to play Lucius. I don't think Lucius is too bad to play. We'll see if it's on the YouTube list. That game is like it's like Omen. If you've ever seen the movie Omen, it's kind of like that. Guy Dub, Congress, Senate bully beatdown. Yes. Like they should have to fist fight for the podium. Just like we keep saying about trials. The attorneys should have to fist fight for objections. You call an objection, you should have to win a fist fight like on hockey in order for the objection to go through. It would just make things a lot more entertaining. Christopher, I love Celebrity Deathmatch. I used to watch it a lot too. I think they tried to bring it back, but I didn't have live TV or anything when that stuff came back. What's up, Mike Jr.? Happy freedom. Oh, come on, mouse. Are you dying on me? There we go. Go rounds. That's right. Just Michelle, MTG is a country girl type. Could go either way. A lot of those country girls are strong. Having to grow up on farms and ranches and all that stuff. They're not messing around. They're like one of the dudes. Hydrodynamic, how about a Ouija board? No, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. No. I messed around with that stuff when I was younger, thinking it would be all fun and stuff, and then there was a bunch of weird stuff happening. I was like, nah. You end up... I have this firm belief that you'll find what you're looking for. Like, you know who dies in plane crashes? People that ride planes. You know who drowns? People who play in the water. You know who gets abducted by aliens? People looking for aliens. If you don't want to do that bid, don't look for it. Don't look for it. They say the same thing about crime. You don't want to go to jail for gun charges, don't carry guns. You don't want to go to jail for stabbing people, don't stab people. It's that simple. If you're looking for it, you'll find it. And no, not playing with a Ouija board. Not doing that. I appreciate you, Annette. Let's see. Mike Jr., Deja Vu. Adrian, never again on Ouija boards. Yeah, no, I'm not messing with that. We'll play Lucius or something where, you know, he's the one talking to the devil. You're like a child or something, and you're talking to the devil, and they have you go carry out missions, and then it equals the demise of people that live in the mansion. We'll play the game, but I'm not going to sit here and play with a Ouija board. I'm not doing that. No, sir. Jeffro, MTG can handle a 50 cal. Didn't she have a video or something where she was shooting that, talking about gun rights and stuff? I might be thinking of something else. Mr. Coffee, have you seen MTG working out? I wasn't going to bring that up. I wasn't going to bring that up. I felt like that wasn't that flattering. I'm not sure why she put that video out there, but whatever makes her feel good about herself. Be happy. You'll never be wealthier than being happy. Christopher, love them grits. Girls raised in the South. Yeah, they don't mess around. Mike Jr., learned lessons. Yep. Hydrodynamic, alright, let's settle for chutes and ladders. We'll see. We'll add it to the list. Swedish house boss. Summoning Hunter Biden with the board. You guys crack me up. You crack me up. Alright, so... let's see. Read through the chat really quick. Make sure everything is good. Don Sparks, I'll figure out what's going on with the website. U-Town, at least a slap fight. I mean, anything. Just throwing hands in general. They talk all that stuff. They should have to throw hands to back it up. True Crazy, I'm on MTG's only Hooligans. I bet you are. I bet you are. Alright. So we're going to do the spiel deal, and then we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we're going to wrap stuff up before you guys all walk out of the door because you don't want to hear the advertisement and you don't want to participate in the Pledge of Allegiance. Just go ahead and join Gilded. Go ahead and do that, okay? You can find the link. Should be in the description. It's definitely in the link tree. Just click on the link tree. Click on everything on the link tree. You'll be everywhere you're supposed to be. Just go ahead and do that. All right, for everybody that's not walking out the door, when you get a second, please go to jeffmaclive.com. On the homepage, you can find all of my links listed. You can find the link to join Gilded for free. Gilded is currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. Every time we go live, There's a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world, and there's a ton of hooligans in there to hang out with all day, every day. So definitely join Gilded. Also on the homepage, you can find links to the merch store to grab some merch. We have shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs. Everything is displayed in black and white or white and black, but if you find something you like, just click on that item to see all the different colors that item comes in. You can also find links to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, Buy Me a Coffee, and Locals if you would like to support what I do. There's also a link to the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really easy to use. Anything you purchase directly from the wish list will be sent straight to me without having to send emails, find addresses, or do anything like that. It's really simple. And then finally, there are links to join the membership programs. We have memberships for YouTube, Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. And then jeffmaclive.com itself has a membership program. If you get a membership on jeffmaclive.com, you'll have access to your own profile for the private social media area. You'll have access to the live chat or the live viewing area with the built-in live chat. You'll also have access to the advanced messaging system where we have the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group chat, group text, group video chat, group audio chat, and the ability to upload any kind of media known to man, slideshows, videos, pictures, documents, MP3s, anything and everything. It's the freest place on the internet, so definitely join jeffmaclive.com. All right, hooligans, it is time for the Pledge of Allegiance. The other thing is if you guys are on YouTube, that's the cheapest membership program. By the way, it's only $2 to join the membership program over there. Just saying. You could always use new members anywhere and everywhere. All right, hooligans, join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah. All right, that's that. That's that. I'm going to read through the chat really quick, and we're going to wrap this up. I will see you guys later for playing the game. We'll figure out what we're going to play. We'll start off with something, and then after an hour or so, we'll take a vote and see what you guys want to play. Again, it's not about being the greatest video game player in the world or nothing like that. It's just about having fun, hanging out. We'll see. I might get a beer or something later, but that's all it is. It's just having fun and hanging out. So if you're down for hanging out and having fun on 420, definitely come join us for playing the game later. It's always a good time. I appreciate all of you being here. Just making sure everybody's all good in the chats. Yeah, I appreciate you, True Crazy. I think everyone's all good now. All right, hooligans, I appreciate all of you. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.